What is up, everybody? This is Recap Rewind Reactions. I'm JLag.
And I'm NB.
And we are reacting to Pretty Little Liars Original Sins teaser promo that just dropped. We are very excited about this because there's a little bit of history with Pretty Little Liars.
You want to explain the history?
Yeah. Recap Rewind really did start with Pretty Little Liars. NB and I chilling in her parents' basement, recording with a glass of wine and just talking about the show.
And we're like, why don't we just record this? Because we were talking for like hours. Like we couldn't stop.
Yeah.
First of all, like JLag was a big fan of PLL. Yeah. I was kind of like casual, like in and out. I was like, what's going on? Like, are they still looking for A? Like, every season I would like ask you, like, did they find A? So one day we just started like watching and we're like, why don't we just record this? Because like we're talking about it. And that's sort of how it started. And then we jumped into Riverdale.
Yeah.
And some of the other shows that we watch. So it's kind of coming full circle right now.
Yeah.
Really exciting. HBO Max is behind this version of the show.
Which is insane.
So insane. And so is RAS, the guy that writes whatever, created Riverdale.
Yep.
As well as the writer for Chaos, for Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Okay. So it's like everybody.
And you know it's going to be dark. You know it's going to get like really like dark and like twisted. They do stress the fact that this is not like a reboot of PLL. Like we are not in, I guess it was Rosewood, right?
Rosewood, yeah.
So we're not in Rosewood. We're like in another town called like Millwood. So this is completely, it's in the same universe, but it is not like the same like Arya.
Like none of the characters. We're probably not going to see any of the other characters, right?
We may see some of the characters. There was like hints, and that's why I think they're saying it's in the same universe, but it's not the same like people at all. Got it. So that's exciting to me because that seems like it's a bit of a fresh start, and they can do whatever they want with it. It pivots. It's a bit more like current. Maybe they're not stuck in like what they did before.
Right.
But obviously, like, I think RAS was like, there's always going to be those text messages. There's always going to be like the girl friendship. And at the core of what PLL was, I feel like that's what we all loved about it too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, let's read the synopsis so you guys can kind of get a sense. So it says 20 years ago, a series of tragic events almost ripped the blue-collar town of Millwood apart. Now, in present day, a disparate group of teen girls, a brand new set of little liars, find themselves tormented by an unknown assailant, capital A, and made to pay for the secret sin committed by their parents 2 decades ago, as well as their own. In the dark coming-of-age, horror-tinged drama, Pretty Little Liars Original Sin, we find ourselves miles away from Rosewood, but within the existing Pretty Little Liars universe, in a brand new town with a new generation of Little Liars.
Ooh.
So, I'm excited. I'm mainly excited because it's HBO Max and RAS. Like, that's what's kind of like pushing me right now. So I'm excited to see what we're going to think about this teaser.
Yeah, let's check it out and then we can talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
And
go.
Oh, dark. It's so dark.
Oh God, lullaby.
The music.
Oh. Okay, so I guess this is one of the girls.
Yeah.
No, he's like a photography student. It's always like in a photo lab, like always.
Yeah.
Oh, missing.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, the song!
Oh, they're like erasing their identity.
Oh gosh.
Ballerina. Ew. Was that like skin? Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, that looks really effed up. Mm. Someone's got to make that into a banger. Like that song is
like a remix,
which they kind of did. It's kind of a remix of
it is. Wow. I mean,
it's very dark.
It's very dark and like physically dark too. Like I had to like turn the brightness up because I was like, what's happening? What do you think?
So we don't get too much, and like to your point, like it is a teaser, I understand, and like I guess it's kind of like showing the main girls that we're gonna be dealing with.
Yep.
Yeah.
It looks like, so in the original there were 4 girls. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4. The one that's missing, 4, and then 5. So 5. Okay. That makes sense because Allie was her name Allie? Allison? Yeah, Allison was missing. So this one is missing too. But this is very interesting because based on the premise that you just mentioned, it's a 20-year-old tragic event in this little town, and these teen girls are like having to deal with what their parents had done. Right. So it's like I know what you did last summer, but their own secrets. Like, did she go missing too? Is her murder her going missing connected to her parents' storyline? That's really interesting. And I mean, it's been years, so if you haven't watched Pretty Little Liars, then this is not a spoiler to you, but like Allison does come back, and like I think that was a big question for probably like 3, 4, maybe more than half of the series. Is she alive? Is she ever going to come back? Are they ever going to find Allison? And then it turns out she was in hiding and she was running away from this and she ends up like kind of returning to the cast as like a main cast member. So I wonder what they're going to do with this spin, because when you see the missing poster, you're like, okay, this is very reminiscent of the last series. Like, how are they going to do this? Is she going to be also in a similar situation? Because Alison De Laurentiis also, like, this woman had money. She was like flying on helicopters. Like, she was doing the most trying to get away from I don't know like what this other small town and like what the details of this person's missing situation is. I do remember being so intrigued because throughout the series, the girls kept seeing her from time to time. Like they would get into a very difficult situation and someone would pull them out mysteriously, and it was Allie. And you know, like that show got bonkers. I feel like by the time that we even recapped it, it was like off. It was like gone. It was like too far.
I think what's interesting about that show, and I don't know if they'll do it for this one, is that when I would ask you like who the F is A, you're like, it's not one person. And so it's something that I don't think every show has done, where like that villain or like the idea of that A literally switches along like the way people like adopt that like persona and they become A, and because they want to screw someone over or like whatever the case may be. So I wonder if it's like a situation like that again here, where like it's not going to just be one sole person. Like it's going to be, it might change, or maybe it's a group of people. There's an image at 42 seconds where it's like the wall with the ballerina shoes covered in blood, and there's like a Y2K sticker.
Okay, so
and then if this is 20 years technically before, that would make sense. Like are we gonna get flashbacks? Are we gonna get like time jumps?
Right. Or are those pictures of their parents? Like are we supposed to assume that 20 years ago was 22 in the year 2000?
Yeah, because like who uses photo labs like that anymore?
You could. I do feel like they're gonna have to like bring that digital back in, like the texting and like what's changed in texting now. Like maybe they'll introduce social media a little bit more than they did in the original series.
Yeah, because like
like it's a reboot. Like I can't imagine them going that far back to be like it's the 1980s. Like,
no.
But maybe like it could be like they are like, okay, 20 years ago was in 1980.
No, but like Y2K, maybe that's when that's their past.
Right, but maybe it's the current. I have no idea.
Oh, so you're thinking? Oh, okay.
Because when you say because when you think original sin, it could go that way too.
No,
Like it's
totally.
a prequel.
I would
So,
love that. If
I
that
don't
was-
know.
But they say present day, and like I feel like if they're gonna use like
Okay.
social media and like cell phones, like it's probably like
It's got to be
now.
a little bit more current. Yeah.
But something that's gonna be interesting too, and a lot of these shows they do this really well. The parent storyline like is so integrated in like the kids' drama, and we've seen that a lot in Riverdale too. And
Mhm.
so this I think is a great way to like already start with that foundation of like this is from the parents' time,
Right.
and like let's see how much the parents are gonna be involved like in the actual drama as well.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. I
'Cause
feel
they
like
were
everybody
too
gets
in the original
intrigued.
one, right?
Yeah, they were really
Yeah.
they were really into it for sure. Like Holly Marie Combs played
Oh yeah.
Arya's mom, Piper from Charmed, who I'm obsessed with. And yeah, like she had a bit of drama in it too. And yeah, you did definitely see like a bunch of interactions that the parents had. And of course, like the parents to some degree had to do with like Allie going missing, right? Like
Yeah.
there was some situation with the mom and the brother, Hot Jason, like, you know, there was a lot of different family members that were involved in it. So it'll be interesting to see, because I think one of the things too that was magical about Pretty Little Liars is, as you know, like I said, by the time we got to reviewing it and making fun of it pretty much,
Pretty
what was the characters that were built, like the specific characters, like you could kind of poke fun
Yeah.
at not only the situations that they got themselves into,
Yeah.
but like the characters themselves, like Emily, who was played
Totally.
by Shay Mitchell, like making the faces. I
Her
think she
face.
still
does it sometimes.
she
That's
still
like-
does it sometimes. And like, you know, there you fall in love with the characters and how they behave, and not so much about like the story.
The
And that's,
storyline.
I think that's really where the fandom and the craziness came from, when people were so excited about it. But it'll be interesting to see, because you never
Yeah.
really know with a brand new cast. It sounds really cool. It sounds, I'm definitely gonna watch probably at least the first episode minimum.
Yeah, for sure. And you guys let us know if you guys want us to recap this. If this video gets a lot of likes, views, like, then we're hearing that you guys actually want us to do like a further deep dive. So the first episode, so they're doing a really weird like release schedule.
Okay.
So the first 3 episodes, it says they're premiering on July 28th.
Oh, they're dropping 3
So
at
I
the
guess
same
they're dropping
time.
3 episodes.
Oh, geez.
Then 2 new episodes will air on August 4th and August 11th,
Okay.
with the final 3 coming on August 28th.
So they want to finish it all in the summertime. It
I
looks like it's
guess.
going to be like a summertime show.
First of all,
that
I
you-
think they were delayed. I think it was supposed to already have premiered now. Like it was supposed to be like this whole
like
summer.
they done recorded this. Like they done edited.
Or maybe the editing process took time, or
Maybe.
maybe the recording process took time too because of COVID. Like I
Yeah.
feel like this was very delayed. Like we were supposed to get a teaser like months ago. I feel like.
Yeah.
Maybe to your point, like they're trying to rush everything before like fall season comes. I don't
Sure.
know. I don't know why
Yeah.
they're doing it this way, but
Because you said 3 plus 2 plus another 3, so 8
yeah,
episodes.
I think so.
8 episodes, I feel like, is a regular
First
like
season-ish
HBO
sort of
first
development.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That'll
So-
be interesting.
Yeah, so guys, stay tuned because the drop is a very unusual drop, so it's not gonna it's not gonna be like weekly kind of thing. So, yeah, and I'm excited to see. I mean, it's summer. It's kind of like shows are sort of like taking a break right now, so it might be a nice pivot to
Nice little
doing
summer
that.
show.
Nice
Yeah.
little summer darkness.
A little summer, just
Summer
when you
sadness.
want to get away from murder. It's right there in your summertime sadness.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, let us know what you think about the trailer, or teaser, I should say. I'm sure they're going to drop a teaser a little bit closer too, because it's about a month
Like a
away.
trailer, yeah.
Like a proper,
That'd be nice.
proper trailer, so we can get introduced to the characters and the situation. But yeah, let us know what you think about this
Yeah.
initial trailer, because that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right,
guys.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.